Here's a really interesting story of all of the kind of backlash around Star Wars of the latest trilogy, headed up by Kathleen Kennedy and Switch-O, Change-O directors and no clear vision. I don't think really anybody got on Daisy Ridley, at least not that I saw. There was a little bit of a controversy around Kelly Marie Tran, which was this narrative that mainstream media spun up about these comments that never really existed. Gamers are mad. Star Wars people are mad because reasons. And Kelly Marie Tran was chased off of social media. No evidence, though. We're not going to show like a slew of angry comments. And everyone that I knew disavowed it. You know who would also disavow it? This video's sponsor, Domain, a brand new free-to-play trading card game that you should check out. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Domain. You know I love strategy card games, and over the past several months, I've been playing Domain. You can play the game without ever spending a penny. You earn cards through gameplay, or if you want, you can buy them. And you can actually trade cards, unlike most of our modern day big CCGs like Magic and Hearthstone. I miss that greatly. There's been a ton of new improvements, a new deck builder, a brand new UI, superior reconnection handling and loading times, 50 new cards, improved AI, rebalance cards, new abilities, and Discord tournaments. Get in there and play with me and with others. If you're looking for a new challenge, just enter thedomain.com. The link will be in the description below and in the pinned comment. Plus, they love hearing your feedback on how to make the game better, so don't hold back. Join their Discord. I look forward to playing a little Domain with you. And huge shout out to them. The link will be in the pinned comment down below. Check it out. Give them some feedback. Now, Daisy Ridley revealed work offers were scarce after Star Wars sequel trilogy concluded. And I thought that was really bizarre. Was she blacklisted after doing work for Star Wars, or was it her work for Star Wars that, you know, kind of made those offers dry up? I'm not even really sure. I don't think she did bad. I thought her character was poorly written, but I don't think there was anything Daisy Ridley said. She had a couple of spicy takes that she ended up having to walk back. I feel like she said some two genders comment or something like that SJW folks forced her to walk back. But in a recent interview, this is via Bounding into Comics, Daisy Ridley revealed that she had trouble finding acting work after the Star Wars sequel trilogy concluded. Ridley discussed the absence of work offers presented to her during a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly. The interview focused primarily on her role in an upcoming video game, 12 Minutes. During the interview, Ridley recalled how she felt a sense of panic after Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker because nothing was coming through in the months after its release. When the film was released, I was like, oh my God, it was such a huge chapter, Ridley told Entertainment Weekly. She proceeded to describe her current career status as recovering from the past few months of not having much, but explains that while obviously now is really nice to be working, her lack of work allowance for her to process, or her lack of work allowed her to process the last 5 years. This is a really interesting situation or statement here, because I don't know. Like, really, if you look at a lot of the actors and actresses that were in that Star Wars series, I suppose none of them have done huge work for it. Is it possible that there is some sort of stain on them? Is that why John Boyega has basically come out and said, like, yo, I don't mess with you Star Wars fans anymore. I'm not interested in Star Wars, da-da-da-da-da. I certainly know that wasn't the case for, like, the original cast. They went on, many of them, to have very successful careers. But was Daisy Ridley blacklisted because of Star Wars? I don't know. Kelly Marie Tran recently landed some sort of larger role doing something, but even that, it feels like this filming has been done for a very long time. 5 years it's been done. To be forced to slow down, it was good mentally. for me because Star Wars was a big thing in my life, explained Ridley. I was like, nobody wants to employ me. Ridley then described how weirdly, at the beginning of the year, nothing was coming through, and noted that there were actually loads of things that I auditioned for at the beginning of the year, and I didn't get any of them. Now, maybe people were worried that Disney would come back and offer her another Star Wars role, and then she would leave them high and dry. I don't know. However, after Ridley had the moment of, oh my God, and then I just thought, everything in its right time, the actress claims, then things started picking up. Since the conclusion of Star Wars, Ridley has only appeared in a few projects. Once as a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, which I'm not going to call that much of anything. Another co-starred in an upcoming science fiction film, Chaos Walking. Finally, she provided narration for an IMAX documentary of asteroid hunters. So, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that it didn't quite like launch her career. It didn't exactly like push her career to the next level. But I don't know if this necessarily means she was blacklisted. Was she getting a ton of work before that? I don't know why she's putting that out here. In regards to her upcoming projects, aside from starring opposite X-Men and Split star James McAvoy in 12 Minutes, Ridley will also lend her voice to an Oculus exclusive animated interactive film, Baba Yaga, and the original Audible series title, Islanders. Despite her lack of concrete work, offers were still being made to Ridley. As she stated, there have been some awesome things, and obviously no one knows when they're going to go. At the conclusion of the interview, Ridley teased, there's one thing I'm going to do about that, and it's super effing dark. I was like, do we need something this dark? But I was also really interested about memory, and everything's a big fragmented. I definitely feel like I want to watch and I guess be a part of something with joy. And that's what people needed. Now, this is, of course, Daisy Ridley, Entertainment Weekly's original report about not getting much work right after finishing Star Wars. But then, she definitely has tried to appeal to the correct people, don't you think? Like, she's definitely started to appeal to the right people. Back in December, she had said, every sane person has an issue with President Donald Trump. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker actress Daisy Ridley recently stated that every sane person has an issue with Donald Trump. In an interview with The Guardian, Ridley was asked by Nosheen Iqbal if Disney restricts what she can talk about publicly. She responded, no, I don't feel I have to edit what I have to say. The things that make me angry are the things that make everyone angry. Well, I don't know. That's difficult to say. I don't really know what makes her angry. Everyone is annoyed with Boris Johnson. Everyone has an issue with Trump. Every sane person. Anyway, perhaps this rant was a function of her thinking she hadn't spoken out enough. We know how fickle Hollywood can be in terms of Orange Man bad, so maybe she wasn't as vocal about the Orange Man, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, wait a minute, I haven't been saying Orange Man bad enough. And then now the roles have started to come in. Is there some link there? Probably not, because really, is it that bizarre that someone in Hollywood would be saying, Orange Man bad? But it is interesting that she said Disney doesn't hold back anything she can say, because that's a little different than what we heard coming down the pipeline, is saying that actors and actresses weren't going to be allowed to fight and battle with viewers anymore, which would be interesting. Really then explains why she doesn't talk about Boris and Donald Trump. It's not that I don't talk about this stuff, but other people are so much more articulate than me and say it better. So obviously she was feeling like they were pressuring her. Why haven't you said Orange Man bad enough? She noted earlier in the interview that other people she has worked with have loud voices. Star Wars has given me the opportunity to do smaller things and allowed me to say no, which is glorious. I don't talk a lot about various things because there are people fighting the good fight, and I know I have safety in those people I have worked with loud voices. Probably just a good idea to, it is a potential minefield, I would say, to get political. And so I don't necessarily hold it against anybody in Hollywood for not wanting to do so, unless you're like Mark Hamill, because he's insane. I don't think this is an interesting thing. You know, what does Star Wars, acting into Star Wars, do to a modern actor's cachet afterwards? You would think it would bring in a slew of new viewership. Certainly Daisy Ridley's acting or participation in Star Wars wasn't even in the, I don't know, top 100 of things that I didn't like about the latest trilogy. So maybe Star Wars, the most kind of damning thing of all of this, Star Wars just doesn't have the cachet it used to. And you can thank Disney and Kathleen Kennedy for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to leave a like on it. Leave a comment down below to help new people find the channel. And we'll talk to you again real soon.